Yeah, no, I'm with you. And listen, man, this is a fun night. This is Philadelphia. It's 2006, January 13th, and we're gonna watch this one together. We're gonna watch the Battle Royal together, Kurt from Philadelphia. I mentioned it to you before, and I've mentioned it on the show before, but I was actually in attendance this night in Philadelphia.
Nice.
I was there with my friend Anthony Cofrancisco. Shout out to Anthony, by the way, who's a listener of the Kurt Angle show. It blew his mind, Kurt, when I started co-hosting with you. He was like, "Is this real Paul Bromwell that I used to work with?" I'm like, "Yes, it's me, dude."
I love the name, Francisco.
Yeah, Co-Francisco, yep. And he's a longtime fan. But yeah, we went to the show together, and I remember Batista coming out and doing his thing, and then your music hit and the crowd going crazy. And so we're going to watch it. And if you want to watch it with us, go ahead and fire up the old Peacock, and we're going to watch this Battle Royal together. It's season 8, episode 2. All right. And if you want to make sure you fast forward to 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 33 seconds. And I'm going to count down to it. And we're going to give the fans a chance here, Kurt, to get that dialed in. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a small filter over it, but you can see most of the action behind it. And I guess as I give you a chance to find it on Peacock, I'd like to push our YouTube. I mentioned our main man, Dominic DeAngelo, who's sitting and producing behind the scenes with us today. He is crushing it over on YouTube for us. Lots of great clips and working hard for us over there. But Kurt, your YouTube has grown by 6,000 subscribers in just a mere
awesome.
2 months.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten over there, subscribe, turn on those notifications because there's lots of great content that Dom is pumping out every single day from the Kurt Angle show. And we're going to continue to try to do some YouTube exclusives, so keep an eye out for that. But again, Peacock, Season 8, Episode 2 of SmackDown, 1 hour, 9 minutes, 33 seconds. It's the January 13th episode. And Kurt, you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Champ. Now we're going to find out who a new world champ is. We got one more entry. Who is it? What? What the hell is this? You gotta be kidding me! General Manager Theodore Long? Does he know what's going on? Well, I know what's going on. That's Kurt Angle from Raw! Kurt Angle's here on SmackDown! Wait a minute, what the? Kurt Angle's a part of this Battle Royal to crown a World Heavyweight Champion! I don't know how he swung this. Angle's caught him wrong, and JBL is waiting for him. JBL just told the SmackDown locker room, move away, let me take on Kurt Angle. I want Raw's Kurt Angle. Here we go. And here we go. Kurt Angle and JBL. Watch out. And there's a German suplex. Kurt Angle from Raw is... Watch out! And JBL has been eliminated! Oh, my God! JBL has been eliminated! What the... Wait a minute! Vito's been eliminated! What the... This guy's not even from Smith! What is going on? Everybody, ganging up on Kurt Angle! Beat the hell out...
So, Kurt, right off the bat, they're presenting you as obviously a megastar, right? You come down, you kick JBL's ass in 30 seconds. But I'm thinking about it as I watch this, and to your point, you were saying, Paul, there's guys here that you feel like could have won the world championship, and you see JBL. There's Bobby Lashley in the corner. You know,
Bobby Lashley, Mark Henry, Rey Mysterio. Yeah, there are guys that I thought could have won the title, definitely.
And so you get a big reaction when it comes out. Obviously, it was a huge surprise. But, man, Philadelphia is a town that really has always loved you, Kurt. How good has the city of brotherly love been to you over the years?
They always loved me, even as a heel. I don't know why, but in Philadelphia, I've always had a connection with those fans.
It's Pennsylvania, baby. I mean,
yes, it is.
You know,
PA boy. Yeah.
So we know how to treat you. But listen, as the Battle Royal begins, let's talk about some of the people in the ring. As I said, you eliminate JBL in 9 seconds. Any favorite JBL stories that come to mind?
No, JBL was just the biggest ribber. I mean, he did some funny stuff and, some very tasteless jokes to a lot of wrestlers. And stuff that I don't even want to announce. But JBL was a great guy to have around because he was entertaining as hell.
Well, as we see Rey Mysterio working on somebody here on the outside ropes, I think that's Orlando Jordan. You eliminate Vito, whose main claim to fame was dressing as a woman during this time. Kurt, any fond memories of Vito?
You know what? I remember Vito in WCW, and I loved his character there. He was like the, Italian, hitman.
Yeah.
I did not like the dress thing. I did not like.
No, not a fan. No, you didn't think he had the legs for it, or?
Fan. I think that might have hurt him a little bit as a superstar, but he took a chance.
I mean, and you got to try to differentiate yourself. As now we see going face to face, Big Mark Henry and God rest his soul, and Road Warrior Animal. Talk about two big behemoths. Any good animal stories that you can recall interacting with Road Warrior Animal?
You know what? I only met him a couple times, so I don't have any stories, but I would have loved to work him in his prime. I mean, I thought he was a really great worker, especially when they were Demolition. Those guys were amazing as a tag team, and I would have loved to work with both of those guys.
Yeah, the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom with Hawk. Man, they are a legendary tag team, one of the greats of all time, if not the greats.
Sorry, I meant the Road Warriors.
That's all cool. And hey, Demolition was, they were very similar, face paint, and no worries there, dude. But Road Warriors, man, great tag team. There's a few other guys here. Simon Dean, he's a former ECW wrestler. He was Supernova, who recently retired, by the way. Nunzio, also known as Little Guido of ECW fame. You worked with him a few times in ECW, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Nunzio's a tough little bastard, man. I like working with him. You can do whatever you want with him. He was like, hey, do whatever you want. You can kick my ass, throw me all over the place. He is one tough son of a bitch.
And he was, man. He took a beating not only here in WWE, but also he could take a beating. Look, there he goes.
Yeah, he's a great talent.
And it's Morrison. It's from Eminem, right? There's John Morrison. I mean, how can we even forget about him? That guy's going on to do some really good things in wrestling and
he has. He's made it to the top. I mean, it took him a while, but he made it.
Yep, he's been Johnny everything. Yeah. And let's talk about this guy who you're giving the uppercuts to, William Regal.
I love William Regal. He's hilarious.
And you just took him out.
One time he wrestled with the shoes on the wrong feet.
I love it.
Yeah, this guy's a prankster.
Dude, you eliminate Regal, and now here comes Big Mark Henry. Buddy, that guy was a freaking house, man.
Let me talk about Mark for a little bit.
Sure.
When he started, he wasn't really getting it. He kept getting injured quite a bit. Injuries were really complicating his career. And the light bulb wasn't going off in his head for quite a while. And I say his last year of his contract, the light bulb went off and he became an amazing worker. I mean, this guy started doing things that he never did before. He was getting smart, ring smart. He was able to improve to the point that he could work with anybody, because Mark was so strong that, and so powerful that the office, they were a little tentative of him working with some of the top guys. But Mark ended up being a great worker. And I'm very proud of him, because after that, he signed another long-term deal. I'll tell you this, if he wouldn't have got it by his 10th year in the business, they would have let him go. But he got it, and they ended up making him champion this final year. And that's when they extended his contract. And he proved himself.
No, man. And he has, you're right. At the beginning, but I did enjoy some sexual chocolate, though. Stuff that he did with me.
It was entertaining, definitely.
That's when you knew he could be entertaining for sure. But right now, he's somebody's going to get their ass kicked guy coming down the ring.
Yeah,
and that guy right here was
you. Get your ass kicked with
and that guy was you, because he just flung you through a table like you were a Ken of the Ken and Barbie collection here. I mean, like
strong
a doll.
Son of a bitch, man.
And here goes Rey Mysterio, dude. He's just flopping around the ring like he always did, man. He is insane, and I'm digging the yellow pants here.
Yeah, this kid's ageless. He's as good now as he ever was.
By the way, we haven't talked about it. Rey Mysterio is going into the Hall of Fame. Did you see that?
That's right. I am so happy for him. I'm surprised that, I'm not surprised they're not doing it when he retires. But I think Rey being inducted in the Hall of Fame this prematurely, I think he deserves it still. I just don't think it's the right time. I think he should get in the Hall of Fame after he retires. But that's me. I'm old school, and that's how I think.
That's interesting. And because who else was talking to me about that? Oh, it was Kyoto. And I said, well, Mike, listen, Edge is wrestling now, and he's an active Hall of Famer, right? He came back. And there's other guys that have come back and wrestled post Hall of Fame. So it's different, I guess. But you're right. He is still actively on the roster. And some people are going to say, hey, let's just wait until they're, they've gone ahead and had their wrestling career behind them, then put them in, versus do you do it when they're active? So I'm interested.
Well, you have to realize this kid's been wrestling for 30-something years.
It's unbelievable. He's ageless.
This Hall of Fame induction was definitely going to happen, whether they did it now or later.
Yeah, he's a surefire Hall of Famer without question. Yeah. Speaking of guys that are just over and crushing it, look at Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry mixing in. Lashley just got knocked out here from Mark Henry, but at this point, this is still early on in Bobby Lashley's career. Isn't it something to see where he's at now? He's another guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
so proud of him. I got him his tryout in WWE, and he proved to me that he was capable of doing what he does. And you know what? He's gotten better and better every year. He's in his prime right now at this point. And he's been wrestling, for over 20 years, pro wrestling. And he's still able to I watch him on social media.
Yeah.
And he trains his ass off. It's like he's 25 again. He's doing some crazy ass shit that's ridiculous at his age. Because Bobby's 44, 45 years old. He looks like he's 25 still. Because incredible.
The shaved head look he's had for his whole career, and the muscles haven't changed, maybe gotten a little bigger. He looks exactly the same.
He does. He definitely does. It's crazy.
I want to talk about it real quick because we saw him just get eliminated a few minutes ago, and that was Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy was also in this match, and he gets eliminated. Are you surprised that you never got a chance to work a program with Matt Hardy at all?
Yeah. That's a damn shame because we both deserve to wrestle each other. It's just unfortunate they didn't come up with a storyline or a program for us. But I would have loved to wrestle Matt. I had many programs with Jeff, just none with Matt, which is really unfortunate.
So here we go. We have a big crowd reaction right now because it is Mark Henry face-to-face with Rey Mysterio. Everyone is on their feet. Rey Mysterio is banging his chest. He's doing the Eddie shake, and they're going to go at it. I want to read some comments here from the Torch. It said, the crowd roared in anticipation of this matchup. Rey used his speed to try to eliminate Henry, but he couldn't find a way to get him over the top. Henry would eventually eliminate Rey and thought he won the title. However, there was a man hanging out around the ringside named Kurt Angle. Angle would try several head scissor maneuvers, and we're going to see this as we continue to watch here. This is still the Rey and Mark Henry, but I'm going to read ahead a little bit. You guys know what happened. But eventually, Angle would grapple with Henry near the ropes and flip him over the top. One of Angle's feet hit the floor before Henry's, but all of Henry's body crashed to the ground before Angle's second floor hit. We're going to listen to that if we can cue it up perfectly, time it here. Taz and Cole made a point of telling viewers that both feet must hit the floor to be eliminated. Angle accepted the World Heavyweight title, then celebrated as the fans roared in recognition of a historic title change. Well-booked match that focused on Henry's strengths and built up Rey for the future. The Torch here gave it 2.5 stars. So Kurt, we're going to listen a little bit here to the Rey Mysterio Henry, and then we'll talk a little bit more, and then I definitely want to get into the ending of the match here.
All right, sounds good.
100 pounds! Oh, no. Don't let him grab you, Rey. Don't let him grab you. Mysterio on the apron, teetering close to elimination from this battle royal. Rey Mysterio. No. Caught in the my God, no. And Mysterio's been eliminated. Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen, has eliminated Rey Mysterio. Mark Henry won it, Cole. Mark Henry. No, wait, I forgot. Kurt Angle's never been eliminated. Melina thinks, wait a minute. Kurt Angle was never eliminated. Hold on. That's right, Cole. Angle was never eliminated. He was never thrown over the top rope. Mark Henry realizes. I hope he missed this. It has come down to this. Angle and Henry. the speed of Angle here. Oh, and he just ran into a wall. He ran into a brick wall. God, I'll tell you, Cole, Kurt Angle, he's giving up a ton of size.
Did it feel like a brick wall, Kurt?
Yeah. It's like hitting a real brick wall. Yeah.
All right, so Cole's spot on. Here we go.
And Mark Henry gonna eliminate Kurt Angle here. And he's gonna go from behind. Holy Angle slam! Are you kidding me? Oh my!
Now that looks freaking impressive. You Angle slammed him, but he's doing some work there, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He got up for me really well. He's a great athlete. You have to remember, Mark Henry can dunk a basketball. He'll get up for you. Yeah.
Yeah, he made that, and I mean, between the two of you, you both pulled it off, but that looked beautiful. As good of an angle slam as you'll see, especially to a big guy. We're getting to the ending here.
Telling you, 2 men remain. Watch out! The winner becomes World Heavyweight Champion. And now all Mark Henry has to do is lift Kurt Angle up, toss him over the top rope, and Mark Henry will have climbed the mountain. And not a hard pass when you're a moniker, and the truth of the matter is that you're the world's strongest man. Yeah, you saw how he ripped that steel door off the cage last week. Watch out. And again, crushing Kurt Angle.
So for those that say wrestling's fake, how does that feel when you get the avalanche splash in the corner?
You know what? A spot like that can make you crap your pants. It'll knock the wind out of you and you'll crap yourself.
All right. Well, hopefully on this night you didn't. I didn't. At least I don't see any remnants of it sliding down your shorts. So here we go. We're getting to the end.
Kurt better try and do something as he's perched up, getting slapped across the face. What the hell's Kurt Angle doing here? Kurt Angle. Wait a minute. He's going for. It's like a head sizzle, almost like a triangle choke. Kurt Angle trying to get Mark Henry over the top rope. Get his head in this. He sizzles his head up. Mark Henry could be fading here. Angle's trying. Henry's too strong. Yeah, way too strong. But Kurt Angle still got it locked in. Kurt Angle still has it locked in. But Angle better be careful here. Angle's got to hang on. Mark Henry's too tall. He's too thick to get over that top rope with that head sizzle. Kurt Angle trying to get Mark Henry over the top rope. Even if Mark Henry passes out here, how the hell do you get that dead weight over the top rope? Hey, Kurt Angle! He's going to go flying. Angle's done! But Mark Henry, oh my! Oh, power bomb.
No wonder you need back surgery, Kurt. Give me a break.
I'm taking a pounding here.
Yeah, you are. My goodness.
Yeah, I think Kurt Angle's done. He'll be heading back to Raw with a major league headache after that. Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist. Mark Henry, Olympic competitor as well. The world's strongest man against the nasty, rugged Kurt Angle. The last man standing becomes world heavyweight champion. Melina barking instructions to Mark Henry. Kurt Angle with the right hand. Here comes Kurt Angle, but another clubbing blow by the near 400-pounder. Well, all these SmackDown fans here in Philadelphia are all on their feet, including me. This is off the chart, man. Kurt Angle whipped across the ring. Kurt Angle ducks underneath the clothesline. Watch out! German suplex! A German suplex! I'll tell you what, that might have took everything out of Angle. I don't know if he's trying to peel off that whole throw, but you know all about suplexes. What's it like to suplex a 400-pound man? Well, how can you suplex or throw a 400-pound man? You can't. Kurt Angle tried to back bridge, but it's so high-pressing.
Again, just more example of Mark Henry and his ability here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's a great athlete. That's one thing about him, Paul. He'll get up for you. He'll jump for you. He's actually very light on his feet.
And he was there taking that suplex, and Kurt, you got him in the front face lock. And this is the time I had forgotten, and to watch this back, that he had Melina with him. She's obviously very vocal. You can hear her screaming, but I like that. I like that those two together.
Yeah, I did too. I thought they were a great couple. She's a really good manager. She was with Eminem for a while. And then with Mark, but she's great. She definitely is.
And here we go. I believe if I'm not mistaken, we're getting into the to the ending here of you and him trying to get over these ropes with Charles Robinson, the legendary referee, on the outside.
Yeah, this is a nice, slow and easy elimination.
Yeah. Now, do you remember putting this together or talking through this or what this between you and Mark? Was this just you two kind of talking
You know
through it
what?
that day?
This was not all planned. This was all improvisation because it took me longer to get Mark outside the ring. But
Yes.
Mark and we had more time to kill. So we actually elongated that match, and Mark did an incredible job of keeping his composure. So we had another 5 minutes added on. We had to keep going.
And there it is, Mark Henry.
So the first time I was trying to kick, when I had the leg lock on his head and I tried to get him over, that's when I was going to eliminate him. But they said, you got 5 more minutes.
Holy shit.
So
Okay, there's something.
Stuff. Yeah.
There's something we did not know and learned. And yeah, Dominic, you're right. That should be better than the 2.5 stars and that was from the Torch that gave it to it. So we're gonna give the Torch some shit for that. But let's listen to the fireworks.
What is the confetti?
We're on a celebration.
It's coming.
Cole Angle is on Raw. I mean, yeah, great, congrats. You're the new World Heavyweight Champion. What is this? What is going on here? I don't know what to tell you, partner.
It's from Raw. I don't get it. What happened? Buddy, there it was. I think I saw myself with confetti up my nostril and a cheesesteak hanging out of my mouth. But man, what a great show.